how hard you go in on it. All I do is listen to YouTube motivational videos. I'm binge watching Jim Rohn right now. Um, my mentor Chris Haskins, Jamel Gibbs, Max Maxwell. I've been watch all their videos. Um, all I've been doing since I watched my but actually since I did my first real estate deal, in which that was a manifestation, something I manifested from watching manifestation videos. Okay, and I did what the manifestation videos told me to do. I followed directions and I put in the effort. I manifested my first piece of land, 350 down, no credit, blah blah blah. uh Had it on a contract for 9,000. Long story short, sold it for 16,000. Walked a few months later, walked away with like 4,500, and been doing it ever since. My son did something yesterday, and I told him, I said, son, I told him 3 times, come to the mall. We're at the mall. Come to the food court specifically. We're at the food court. I do things in threes. 3 is the magic number. Those of you old enough to remember that on Schoolhouse Rock. I do things in threes, right? I do things in threes. And I told him 3 times. I tell a person first time, I tell them the second time, and I'll tell them the third time. After that, like I made a post early on Facebook. The first time, it's like a mistake. Okay, I didn't hear you. I didn't listen to you. Okay, a mistake, whatever the situation. The second time is like you consciously, purposely premeditating to not listen or to not do what you're supposed to do. Okay, the third time, it's a habit. It is a habit. You just don't listen. You just want to do this thing contrary or opposite to what you're supposed to be doing. Whatever the situation is, it's a habit. You just, you know what I'm saying? Won't learn, or whatever the situation is, right? So again, the first time, mistake, miscommunication, you didn't get it, whatever the situation. Second time, that's premeditated. You just not, you know what I'm saying? Third time, come on now. So I told him, son, let me tell you something. You know why 90% of people are struggling, working check to check, blah, blah, blah? Not following directions. I'm telling you from what I know, what I experienced, what I've been doing, how I've been doing it. All I'm doing is watching YouTube videos of people that were successful before and following their exact directions and putting in maximum effort. That's all I'm doing. That is all I'm doing. Okay? That is all I'm doing. I'm no brain scientist. I'm no rocket scientist. I'm a regular dude. Probably a C student, A student in math, everything else C student. I could not even read proficiently until my 40s. Okay, until my until like 3-4 years ago, to be precise. Until about 3-4 years ago, I used to read like, and you go to the store and see the boy and pay for the food and go home. I used to read like that. That is how I used to read. It is what it is. That is how I used to read. I've always could talk, I could talk, intelligently and all that type of stuff. I learned my intelligence from watching YouTube videos, everything I learned. But as far as me reading, that is how I used to read. Out loud, I should say. Now reading in my head, reading a book, I could go through it. But out loud, for some reason, the words would come out like I'm dyslexic or something. Nothing against dyslexic people. I learn everything by following directions. I don't try to figure it out myself. I don't try to invent the wheel. Once I follow directions, able to do it proficiently, then I put my own mix on it. Okay? Then I can learn it enough to teach it to an 8th grader or a 5th grader, as people